London Euston station is going to be closed for... I know, you really wanted to know this, didn't you? It's going to be closed for essential railway improvements over the bank holiday weekend, adding to the travel chaos affecting so many people.
Rosie Wright has headed down to Euston for us this morning. Good to see you, Rosie. I mean, there's still people going in and out today, but it's going to be chaos this weekend, isn't it? Cutting off such a lifeline into the capital.
Yeah, the people you can see really this morning are potentially commuters. Some people might have been really savvy and listened to advice, which is that for many of the routes you might want to take, travel around the bank holiday weekend, because Euston Station is going to be closed. It's part of a significant investment into our rail network. But that means three things coming up, I'm afraid. Longer train journeys, fewer seats, and then that dreaded announcement, rail replacement bus services. It's going to be far more difficult to get about on the train this weekend, as Network Rail are investing. It's over £80 million in total. They say these works are essential. They're going to improve the passenger experience, but it's going to cause some short-term significant headaches. West Coast mainline passengers in particular, at £22 million, I'm sure you'll be delighted to know it's being invested into your part of the network, but this weekend it's going to be difficult. That's got real problems. If you are one of the 90,000 or so fans who want to go to the FA Cup semi-final in Wembley this weekend, Manchester City take on Liverpool. There are no direct trains as a result of these works, which the FA said. Network Rail have told the FA, look, we did give you a lot of time to anticipate this. We're not sure why you scheduled the game for then over this bank holiday weekend, but there's no direct trains from either Manchester Piccadilly or Liverpool Lime Street. If you get the train, it'll take you to Milton Keynes, and the advice is actually try not to get the train, take an alternative route. Saturday is going to be a bit of a headache then in terms of getting to that game, but actually real problems as well if you're trying to get the train to get to the airport. There are going to be fewer trains stopping at Gatwick over the weekend, and if you're planning on getting the tube, the Piccadilly line, to get you to Heathrow, well, they're not going to be stopping there either, so you will need to plan around it. Not great news, and I know you've been hearing earlier from Simon Calder. If you were planning on getting to the airport, just leave more time is the advice. If you're driving to the airport as well, leave more time for that. The RAC are anticipating that this weekend is going to be the busiest on the roads, the Easter weekend, in 8 years. 21 million leisure journeys anticipated. It's going to be longer if you're getting the car, take more time if you're going on the train, and we've heard, haven't we, if you're going to the airport, leave more time for those security checks. Many of these firms are being hampered by things like staff shortages from COVID sickness, which means pretty much on the first proper bank holiday weekend since coronavirus restrictions have been lifted, if you're getting the train, plane, boat, or you're driving, leave more time, anticipate delays.
Oh, what a joyous picture you paint. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I like the way, though, that the Network Rail have criticised the FA for putting the big match during the bank holiday, because I would have thought the FA would quite rightly criticise Network Rail for for causing such disruption by doing all of this work at the moment. They're blaming each other, aren't they? And we poor people are the ones having to pay the price of more time.
Well, I'm going to be speaking to Network Rail a little bit later this morning, but I have got a statement, if you like. They say, unfortunately, this year there's a clash. Our £22 million Easter Railway upgrades and the FA Semi-Cup finals, regrettably, these works can't be deferred. We're urging football fans in Liverpool and Manchester to avoid going to or from the match by train, and they say they give advance notice of when these railway works are going to take place, and unfortunately, as you just had there, they can't be deferred, so find another route. Little probably did we know at that point when these matches were scheduled and the engineering works were planned just quite how much chaos there could be travelling this weekend.
OK, thank you very much indeed for that lovely rosy picture you paint.
Oh.
Like that?
Well, very clever.
Good, thank you.
Very clever. You're not as green as your cabbage looking,
as
my mother would say.
No, exactly. I never understood that, but
did you?
How can you not be as green as your cabbage looking? That means you're cabbage looking.
Yeah. Which isn't true.
Thank you.
I could lump myself in a whole lot of hot water.
I love that advice, though. Leave more time. Obviously, that means that you leave enough time so you will actually get there or get in time for the kick-off or whatever. But leave more time means you're going to spend a heck of a lot of time in a queue somewhere.
Hours.
That's what it means.
Hours and hours and hours. Is it worth it? Probably not, I would say. But anyway, let us know what you think.
Go to the big match, it would be.